You're going to want to hear this. Hi, I'm Kent and welcome to Turn a Wood Bowl. Today I've got a couple of announcements for you, and you're going to want to stay tuned to the second announcement because I've got an exciting opportunity for you to potentially participate with me directly. So stay tuned for that. My first announcement is that I am going to be a presenter at the Florida Woodturning Symposium in February 2023. And there are still openings for you to sign up. So if you are going to be in Florida in February of next year, or if you're thinking about making a trip to Florida, which February is a great time to make a trip because in February it's usually warmer here than most other places in the country. Well, you probably want to check out the Florida Woodturning Symposium. Now, the Symposium is basically this whole beautiful collaboration of woodturners and presenters all in one spot. If you've never attended a symposium, then you are in for a super treat. It is a concentrated wood turning weekend that will make your head explode, basically. Every wood turning symposium I've been to, and I've probably been to about 10 of them now, I have left with a head full of information and ideas, and I've felt so inspired to come back and turn and create new things. And that's what the symposiums are all about. There are different time slots throughout the day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where there are opportunities for you to go see live turning presentations by various turners, including myself. I've got 3 different presentations. I'm doing one on dealing with green wood and taking green wood and turning it into a bowl or getting it to a bowl blank stage. And I will be covering many different aspects of the course that I teach, which is understanding green wood. And in that presentation, I will be touching on many of the topics that I cover in great detail in my Tree to Bowl Understanding Green Wood online course, which if you go over to my website, turnawoodbowl.com, and click on courses at the top, you can check that out. So I'm going to be doing a live presentation with that, and I will have samples of wood and bowl blanks and things like that. And we're going to go over some pretty cool details about how to best prepare wood for making bowls. In my second presentation, I'm going to take 3 completely different sized and shaped bowl blanks, and I'm going to make 3 completely different bowls. Now, each of the presentation time slots is about an hour and 20 minutes, I believe, and maybe it's closer to an hour and a half. But regardless, in that time period, I'm going to turn 3 bowls from start to finish. So that should be pretty interesting, and it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I want to show you guys what can be done with 3 different bowl blanks as far as coming up with an idea for the shape and the look of it based on the size and proportions of the bowl blank you have. My third presentation, and the one I'm most excited about, is taking a bowl from ordinary to extraordinary. I'm going to walk you through very specific steps that are pretty simple, each on their own, but when they're put together in a sequence, you're going to take your bowl, which might look a little bit ordinary, and let's face it, when we all started turning bowls, our initial bowls kind of looked pretty ordinary, but there are some really simple things to be thinking about and considering, and when you consider that and you make these little tweaks, you're going to take your ordinary bowl and make it extraordinary. So you're not going to want to miss that presentation. Besides myself doing presentations there will be, I think, 7 other presenters. There's 4 national presenters, including this guy named David Ellsworth. I think he makes bowls or something too. I'm not sure exactly what he does. No, I'm kidding. Of course, David Ellsworth is kind of the godfather of wood turning. So that's going to be super exciting to be in his company there. So he'll be there as well as several other national and regional turners. You're going to want to check that out. And to get more information about all this, go to FloridaWoodturningSymposium.com. When you go there, you're going to see everybody. You can go through the bio of everybody that's doing their presentations, and you can get more information there. And you can register. You're going to want to register soon because there are limited slots available. They do not overbook this. They do not want the rooms to be overcrowded. There's no standing around, things like that. You will have a seat there. If you're registered and you sign up, you will have a seat. It's going to be comfortable. We've got lots of space. The other cool thing is this year's Florida Woodturning Symposium is in the RP Funding Center in Lakeland, Florida. This is a totally new venue for the Florida Symposium, and it is beautiful. It's a nice, spacious location, and we're going to have plenty of room to have a great symposium. Now, if you've never been to Symposium, like I said, it's super exciting. You're going to have so much information, and it's hard to explain because, yeah, you can watch a bunch of videos and you can learn quite a few things, but there's something about being in the presence of live presenters and talking with other wood turners. Plus, there's vendors there. If there's certain tools you're looking for or something you're interested in, you can see things firsthand. It's just really nice to be in that environment. It's very inspiring. And quite honestly, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm hoping to inspire you, both to help you get the knowledge that you need, and that's another great source for the knowledge from the symposium, but to also get you inspired and get you excited about wanting to turn bowls and become proficient at it just by getting out there and doing it and learning. That's where we gain, and that's how we progress. If we stay at home by ourselves and we just practice on our own, we can do it, but it's going to take some time. When you step out of your comfort zone, you go to Symposium, you start learning new things, you take one of my courses online, all of a sudden you're learning exponentially faster, and it makes it that much easier for you to start making the bowls that you imagine. And that's what my goal is for you. So be sure to check out the Florida Woodturning Symposium.com. Sign up now because space is limited, and this is February in Florida. So like I said, if you aren't planning on being in Florida at the moment, you might want to consider that because Florida is a great place to be in February. All right, so on to the second announcement. When I first started building online courses, I initially thought I would do a bowl turning course, which I do have that course now, and I have a ton of people that are signed up for that, and I'm really appreciative of everybody that's in that course. However, what was interesting is I did a little bit of research ahead of time by asking some questions. I asked you guys, what do you want to see in this course? And this is really important because I depend on your feedback to understand what you guys need and where I can help you the most. So I send out questionnaires and ask for information. And I just figured, well, I'm going to make a really nice turning course and that'll be great. Well, when I posed the question, what do you guys want to see in this turning course? I had an overwhelming amount of people saying, I need to learn how to sharpen my tools. I need to learn how to get my bowl gouge sharpened properly. Well, that's interesting because that is super critical, and quite honestly, you really can't do a bowl turning course very well with a improperly sharpened or a dull bowl gouge. So I ended up, because of your input, I ended up creating my tool sharpening online course first, which had an overwhelming response. There are tons of people in this course and tons of people benefiting from having nice sharp tools. And when you think about it, you really need to do that course first and then get into bowl turning, because once you understand how to have sharp tools, that makes everything so much easier. So just like that course and the way that all developed, I am asking you to help me with my next course. My next course is all about using a bowl gouge. I have found that there's a lot of people that struggle with the bowl gouge, whether they've been trying to use a bowl gouge for a while and have some minor issues they want to tweak, or they've never used a bowl gouge and they're a little bit nervous about how to go about it, or they're converting from a carbide scraper into a bowl gouge. This course is going to be designed for you. It's going to be called, this is kind of the working title, is Bowl Gouge Fundamentals to Mastery. And just like the title says, we're going to start off with the basics. I'm going to walk you through all the basic things you need to know about a bowl gouge, the things you need to understand, and then we're going to get into the more sophisticated aspects of using a bowl gouge, so that you can take and learn from this course and get to the point where you are comfortable doing anything you need to do with that bowl gouge. And there's going to be a big section in there about troubleshooting. Like when you get certain tool marks, if you get little spiral marks on your bowl when you're using a bowl gouge, what is happening and how do you correct that? We're going to have several of those this is what's happening, here's what's going on, troubleshooting, and how to correct that inside this course. So this course is going to cover everything. And like all of my courses, these are going to have a lifetime membership. So once you purchase this course, you will have access to it forever. And you can come back to it and learn from it whenever you'd like. And it will be divided up into very well-defined or well-titled lessons. So if you want to jump back and see a particular thing that you're having an issue with, you can jump right back to that very easily. It won't be as if it's embedded in a long video and you got to try to find where that moment was. Instead, you're going to have very specific things that you can go back and look at. Now, this is the part where you guys get involved. What I need from you is I need to know, number one, no matter where you are with using a bull gouge, even if you are a master at using the bull gouge, think of where you would like to get better, or think where you would like to learn a little bit more, or perhaps, like I said, if you're a master of it, explain to me what your biggest hurdle was and where your breakthrough occurred that you became really good with the bull gouge. If you're just getting started, explain to me what you would like to learn, or where there's a little bit of a hang up, where you're feeling uncomfortable, and what you would like to see addressed in this course. I am going to take your emails and I'm going to take everything that you guys send me and I'm going to address it in this course. This course is going to be very thorough. There will be nothing like this in the marketplace, on the web, or anywhere that will cover using a bull gouge as thoroughly as this course will. And that's my guarantee. And of course, like all my other courses, I will guarantee this one 100%. I will refund your money if you're not happy. So here's what I'd like you to do. Think about your question or questions that you have regarding a bull gouge and using a bull gouge, and email those questions to me at BG for bull gouge, bg@turnawoodbull.com. Now, here's the catch. I'm not going to be able to reply to your email. I will read every single email that comes in, and I'm going to create a spreadsheet that has all of your issues and questions on it, and I'm going to be working from that as I build this course. This course is going to come out in 2023. I don't know how soon, hopefully sooner in 2023, maybe a little bit later, but it will be coming out in 2023, and it will be available to you. Now, here's the cool part. I want these courses to work really well for you, and I feel that I can put together a really good course. However, I need beta testers. I need people that are willing to take the course for free and give me their honest feedback about what they thought of the course. So I will randomly be picking a handful of people that send me email questions to be beta testers, and they will have access to the course for free for life. So that's pretty exciting. They will be drawn at random, and I will send you an email and let you know if you're a beta tester. And once the course is developed and ready to go, I'm going to send it to the beta testers first, and we're going to go through and tweak it, and we're going to fine tune it so that it's ready for everybody, and it's going to be a great course to learn everything you need to know about bull gouges from fundamentals to mastery. All right, so that was a lot. Those are the two announcements. Make sure you sign up for the Florida Woodturning Symposium in the February 2023. It's the first weekend of February 2023. And send me an email at bg@turnawoodbull.com and let me know what you would like to know more about regarding using a bull gouge. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. As always, do me a huge favor and click that like button below the screen. I greatly appreciate that. Subscribe, you know the routine. And check out my website, turnawoodbull.com. All right, as always, thank you so much for watching, and happy turning.